In this video, we're going to look at two separate questions we've received recently about format column. That's the function in AdapTable, our AG-grid extension, which can style format conditionally if required, columns and rows. The two questions aren't actually connected, but we will deal with them in the same video, as you'll see. So the first question is whether it's possible to style a column based on a condition in another column. So rather than saying, make this column green where it's positive, you want to style column A based on a rule in column B. And the answer is you can do that in AdapTable. And in fact, you can do it in two ways. So let's look at them both because they show the two different ways that you create conditions. And one is with predicates and the other is expressions. So let's first do a predicate. And let's say our rule will be that name will be bold and let's say, red and uppercase, where GitHub stars is greater than, let's say 50,000. So we're going to style the name column and the condition is going to be a predicate, but it's not going to be on the name column. We can make this predicate on a different column, so we can override the active column and instead say we want to use GitHub stars, and then our predicate will be greater than, the amount will be 50,000, and now we can create our style. So we said it would have a back color of blue, it would be bold, and I think we said uppercase as well. Not underlined, where's uppercase? There, no it's not there, it's there. Okay, so there we are. And now we can see where GitHub stars is greater than 50,000, we've made that blue. But now let's say we want to, and that's one way of doing it. The second way of doing it is to use an expression. So this time we'll create an expression, we'll do another rule, but this time we'll make it 100,000. So let's now create a second rule. Let's again make it on name. And this time the condition, instead of using a predicate, which is one way to create rules in AdapTable, we can use expressions, which are actually more powerful, and they're entirely designed for things like this, because here we can say GitHub stars is greater than 100,000. So now the scope is name, but the expression is looking at other columns. This time let's make it red. And again, let's make it bold. And oops, I keep forgetting where it is. And let's make it uppercase. And there we are. We've got two rules. And if I make this rule, if I suspend this, you can see this rule is applied. And obviously when I make it active, it's gone. So that now takes us to the second question we got. And that is, how does AdapTable decide which format column to show? Because in fact, we can see here we have two format columns. One for when GitHub stars is greater than 50,000, which is blue, and one for where GitHub stars is 100,000 and it's red. This is a predicate, as we saw, and this is an expression. But in fact, we're only seeing the predicate. And the reason is very simply that AdapTable will evaluate them based in the order in which they are given. So if you do it in predefined config, it's the order of the items in the array. And if you do it as we have through the UI, it's the order they appear in this wizard. So if we move this up now, suddenly you see that this is the first item, and therefore those two get shown. If I move it down, they disappear. If I move this down, they come back, because this one will now get evaluated first. So it does the 100,000, and then this one gets evaluated then. And that's it. So they're the two answers to our questions. Number one, we're able to format this name column based on the value in this GitHub stars column, and we can do it in two ways. One via an expression, and the other one via a predicate, and the order in which they appear is the order in which AdapTable evaluates them. As always, thank you for watching. If you've got more questions about AdapTable, or if you'd like a personalised demo, or indeed a free no obligation trial license so you can try it out for yourself, please get in touch and we look forward to hearing from you.